Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to make a DIY gift bouquet. This DIY was inspired by an image of a Star Wars plush bouquet, and I'm pretty excited to share this project with everyone, so let's get started. You'll need fake flowers of your choice. You want to get flower bundles that have sturdy stems to support your gifts. Also, most craft stores will have coupons, so keep your eyes peeled for those. You're also going to need scissors, glue gun, and glue sticks, tape, and straws, rubber bands. I'm using alpha looms, tissue paper of your choice. I'm upcycling some tissue paper that I already had on hand, but you can buy some tissue paper as well. You can also use wrapping paper. I found this one flag to add some flair to my bouquet, and some curling ribbon. You can customize your gift bouquet and can change the contents to fit the person you are giving it to. Are they mad for EOS? Lip balm? Do they like Tsum Tsums? Do they like blind boxes? The possibilities are so endless, which makes this project so cool, as long as the item isn't too heavy. Mix and match to fit who you are giving this bouquet to. Alright, now let me show you how to wrap something to look like candy. Tape the tissue paper to the item, like so. Roll. Cut. And then tape it again. Twist the ends in opposite directions. Tie some curling ribbon on each end. If it loosens up, just twist it again. I'm going to tie another piece of curling ribbon on this other end, like so. Now take your scissors and curl the ribbon fluff the ends. And that was your first candy. Not too shabby. Let's do it with a box. Tape, roll, cut, twist the ends in opposite direction, tie the curling ribbon, curl the ribbon, and here's two candies. Alright, I have one more style to show you if you don't want just this kind of candy. Let's wrap the EOS to look like a gift pouch. Place your EOS on the tissue paper and gather the tissue paper around the EOS so it's covered completely. This way you get an idea where to cut. I think around here is good. Cut. Gather. And twist the top. Tie your curling ribbon. And curl the ribbon. And you're done. What about the Tsum Tsum mystery pack? It's a little big, awkward. Well, first you have to make sure you have enough tissue paper to cover the pack. So what I do is I fold the tissue paper over, and then I kind of get an idea how much I'm going to need. So we're going to cut and fold. And fold in where the front is because we don't want it to be too see-through. And then we're going to tape down the edges. We're going to flip it over and tape it down, just like so. I think this way it kind of looks like a flower as well. Ta-da! Not too bad. Great! Once you're done wrapping all your gifts, it's time to get the stems ready. We're going to separate the flower bundle and then pull the flowers off from the stems. They should pop right off. In hindsight, I should have pulled off the flowers as I needed since I didn't have the same number of gifts to stems, and in some cases I ended up using just a straw for the heavier items. I also lamented not using longer stems since this would have made the last step a lot easier, but I made it work in the end and you can learn from my mistakes. Put the stems to the side. Now let's get the gift on the stem. This is where those straws are going to come in handy. It's going to act as a base that holds onto the gifts you wrap to the stem. Keep in mind the size and weight of the gift since this will affect how long you should cut the straw and the number of tabs you should have. If you're unsure, cut a 2-inch segment of straw. Make your cut halfway down. This will give you 1-inch tabs and 1-inch straw to attach to the stem. I started off by cutting 3 tabs on this one but added a 4th, and then I bent the 4 tabs down. Then you're going to attach the straw to the stem using a glue gun. On the tip of the stem, you're going to put a generous amount of hot glue all around. Careful not to burn yourself. And then push the straw down up to where the bend of the tabs are. Let it set. Time to get the gift on the stem. Put a piece of tape where you want the stem to connect. This protects your gift and helps the straw tab connect to the gift. Hot glue the tabs without letting the middle tip of the glue gun touch the plastic. Press the tabs down firmly to the taped area. I used a straw so I wouldn't burn myself. And then let it set. Here it is one more time. Hot glue the tabs. Press firmly on the gift. And let it set. Woohoo! But those straws look so hideous. I don't think that's a problem since it's going to be covered by the flowers you put to the side and other gifts, so don't worry. If your gift was too heavy, causing droopiness, don't worry. Other gifts will support each other in the bouquet. Here's this droopy one. And here's the gashapon candy. Can't even tell. Yep, looks good to me. Let's keep going. For the lipstick, I decided to use a whole straw. I made 2 cuts on the straw, bent the tabs down, and attached it the same way by hot gluing the tabs. Then pressing the tabs to the gift and letting it set. Solid. I found using a whole straw with 2 tabs worked best for heavy or awkward items, such as this Tsum Tsum blind bag flower. I made the length of the tabs longer since I wanted the straw to grip more surface area and used a clean upcycled boba straw for added stability. Definitely be careful with the amount of hot glue that is on the green straw or your original straw because it's going to be very hot. You want to let that set and you'll have a pretty solid flower. Speaking of awkward, this blind box gave me a lot of trouble. I found the best way to present this present was by attaching it to the flag stick I got. I used tape to attach the gift to the flag, then I attached a straw piece for good measure, then I secured the item with curling ribbon. My previous attempts to attach this gift failed because the box wasn't secured to the wrapping and the laws of gravity would cause it to flop around. If I had larger rubber bands, I would have used those from the get-go. So, if something isn't working out, don't be discouraged to try different approaches until something really sticks. This was probably my 3rd or 4th attempt to try to get this to work. Once you have all your gifts wrapped and attached to stems, it's time to assemble your bouquet. Finally, gather your gifts and any leftover flowers. Reassemble any flowers if needed. Putting them back together isn't as daunting as it looks. Once you have everything picked out, you can start layering and arranging your gifts and flowers so they look visually appealing. There's no wrong way to do this, so just have fun with it. You put so much effort into making this, anyone would be thrilled. At least I would be very thrilled if I got one of these. When you're happy with the layout, gather your stems and secure it with rubber bands and tie the stems together with ribbon or some string. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's so that the arrangement stays in place. You can still make minor adjustments to your arrangement even at this stage. Home stretch. Now lay out your tissue paper. I'm going with white tissue for the inner wrapping and tan for the outer part. Lay the bouquet with the stems pointing at a corner. Fold up the bottom to cover the stems and bring the left and right corners to hug closest to the bottom of your bouquet. Here's the tan. You can repeat for the outer layer. I hugged the left and right and twisted the bottom all around the stems. Finish off your bouquet with ribbon. I'll just use the curling ribbon I had on hand, but I think a wider ribbon would make your bouquet look really nice. Thanks again for watching. If you like this tutorial, give it a big ol' thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe. What kind of gift bouquet would you want? You know what I would want because you just saw me make my ideal bouquet. But let me know in the comments below and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Oh, and you know what? Before I go, for reals, if you make your own bouquet after watching this tutorial, share it on Instagram with the hashtag DIY gift bouquet. It would be super cool to see what you guys are up to. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.